What up, Germans? I want to talk to you about the new episode of Steven Universe 2 premiered today, which is exciting. And we are talking about Drop Beat Dad, which, to be honest, like, when I first saw this title listing a few months ago, it had to be about Marty. And of course, it was about Marty. And he's essentially probably the character that Steven hates the most. I mean, this guy loves everybody. So that really tells you a lot about Marty's character. He comes in, and it's great seeing an older version of him now that time has passed. Probably more than 14 years. I'm not sure what the distance was between meeting Rose and Steven's birth. So it's been quite a while, and it's apparently been 9 years since Sour Cream has seen him, which is quite a bit of a jarring effect. The episode mostly deals with Steven helping Sour Cream as a roadie and his only roadie until Sour Cream's dad, Marty, shows up. And, it's been pretty much accepted, but, it's now confirmed within episode. Actually, wait, that was confirmed in the episode where we get to spend the day over at Onion's house, Onion Friend. But now we get to see them interact. And wow, he's such a scumbag. And he's not so much about the music industry. He is completely about himself and money. And he doesn't even bother telling his son that what he's doing is setting up for to help promote the this soda he has a contract with. It's not like he could work them together in some kind of way, but no, he had to overshadow his own son to sell his product, and that's what all Marty's always been interested in. And of course, this is when Sour Cream realizes, like, hey, his stepdad is supportive. He doesn't want him to be a DJ, he'd rather have him be a fisherman, but he is supportive in what he wants him to do, which is kind of really touching and nice. What's weird is I've never seen too much of Yellowtail, and he's much shorter than I imagine. It's just interesting seeing him interact with more of the characters now in this episode. Of course, we got to see some really fun examples of Steven's strength, and I love Marty's reaction to him, because you know what? Marty has no idea what this show is about, and he doesn't know anything about what Greg has gotten involved with, or Steven, or anything like that. So it's kind of nice to see this world through fresh eyes, which is kind of fun. And yeah, Steven's strength is pretty much untempered in this episode. He doesn't struggle with it at all, and that's kind of nice. I think Steven probably maybe realizing, like, oh, hey, you know what? I'm pretty strong here. We haven't had an episode really deal with that specifically, but it does really seem that he is kind of aware of it now. He has to. Well, then again, it is Steven. But of course, the big reveal at the end of this one is that Marty begrudgingly had to give Greg the money and a deal that he's made with apparently his music. And he had to legally do it. If he could have kept this money, he totally would have. But he had to. And I know he was kind of like, at the beginning when he was about to hand Greg the money, I know he was going to totally dress himself up as this awesome guy. And we got to see the real guy at the end of the episode when he was just angrily running off and told him, look, here, I got to give it to you, here. And took off like a jerk. And I'm very interested to see what this $10 million does for Greg in the show. He's never been a huge money guy. I mean, he lives in his own van, so I don't know. Maybe he won't live in his own van anymore. I'm curious to see what this does for the show. I guess that the trip to New York and Mr. Greg is the follow-up to this. So we're going to see pretty much the first thing he does with it is probably take a trip to Empire City with Steven and Pearl. I've also, I don't know if this show is the kind of show that's going to blow that $10 million in one episode, then we're back to normal. I hope he gets to keep it a little bit and, kind of develop that within the show. He's not a money guy, so this show isn't going to change if he has money. So I'm very curious to see what goes on. With that said, I think that's it. Pretty enjoyable episode. I like this one a lot. I think I like this one a little bit better than Stephen Floats, frankly. So I think that's it for now. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Push the button, Lindsay.